I don't have a way to test it today, so can you hear me? Hello, hello. Got my coffee, got some rocks, and we're gonna pack some boxes of rocks today. And if anyone would like getting shipped out, I will pack them up and ship them out from here before I head back to New York. And yeah, love that little mossy one. Oh, I showed that the other day, but I love it so much. So I know not many people are going to show up this morning, but let me go ahead and show, because I showed it the other day. This is all the agates and jaspers and banded chert and even some quartz and a couple pieces of galena in there actually. Hey, Wildheart, how's it going? Oh yeah, the box of tumbles here. Yeah, I'm going to ignore my power cord. This is my box for my Geiger counter, and I needed somewhere to put the rocks, so I put them all in there. It's got my cord and the instructions card. But yeah, that's the box of tumbles. And then what we've got here is, sorry, the table's a little bit in the way. Yeah, got all the goodies of fossils and agates here. This is probably the biggest agate in the bunch. It's a jasper agate, and you can see some chalcedony banding in it. And it's got some wild banding right there, really tiny micro banding. Oh, thank you. Yeah, doing good this morning. We're going to visit my aunt in just a few hours. We'll be heading out there in a little while, just to show a little more of what's going to be in these tumble boxes. These are my favorite ones. I call the fingerprint jaspers because they get some wild little lines in them, and sometimes they can look like fingerprints. Not always. I kept some of the best ones that actually look like a little thumbprint. So I've got 4 flat rate boxes. I've got a few more inside, but I'm just gonna take random handfuls without sorting through these. Not that, that's a different one. I'm just gonna go like this, take random rocks, start throwing them in boxes. The boxes will be full. Kind of just like that, easy peasy. Just gonna fill those little boxes and be totally packed with tumbling material. So I'll number the boxes, although it's not gonna really help you because you're not gonna see too much of what's going in. But maybe while you're watching, you'll see a certain rock you really like, and it goes in a certain box. What was that? I missed the chat. Thank you, thank you. You should go live. You're very sweet. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put all 4 boxes here, right in the middle, and that way they'll just kind of randomly fall in. I'm just gonna grab out of each bucket here, and we're just gonna go like this and sprinkle them in, just like that. And there's some really cool fossily ones, agatized ones. Hey, Jackie, good morning. We're filling random unsorted tumbling boxes of agates, jaspers, banded chert, and fossils. Maybe we'll do it this way. Ooh, whoa, what is that? What? Holy cow, I didn't even know that was in there. Look at that one. Hello, hey, Unheard Voice. Hello, Lisa, good morning. Hey, Voice, I've got a package coming out to you. I know you've been having a lot going on, had a hard time, and, my heart is with you. But yeah, I've got a box coming out to you very soon with the stuff you wanted from one of my previous sales. I don't want you to worry about it. Yeah, that's not for tumbling. You should keep that. Wild heart. Okay, you want a box? I'm going to fill these completely full. I'll let you choose now. Do you want box, as if it matters? Do you want box 1, 2, 3, or 4? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? You want number 2? Okay. I'm going to put that one in there for you. And that one will be Wild Heart, and we'll fill it the rest of the way up still. I'll show you a couple peek of what else is in here then. Ooh, nice chip of chalcedony. Hello, Mia. Good morning. Oh, look at that chert. That's a really cool chert. Oh, it's a fossil, I think. Maybe? No, I couldn't tell if that's a crinoid. I missed something there from Lisa. What was that? That was on her voice I saw. Oh, wait. It's just Lisa saying hello. Okay. Oh, hello, But. But. How do you say it? Is it But? Bhut? Jalokia? Jalokia. I want to say it right, but I don't want to be rude. I'm so bad with pronouncing voices. Boot. Oh, okay, it is like boot. Yeah. Or can. Okay. So yeah, this one, let me mark it so that we don't forget. This one's gonna be Wild Heart. Oh, I'm like super zoomed in here. You're all seeing part of my tripod. Okay, so, hold on. My phone thing just came loose and the camera just spun around. I'm so sorry for that, everyone. Make you a little dizzy. I'm trying to get this set up somewhere here. Okay, let me get my pen. I'm gonna write on this one and then we'll fill it the rest of the way up. To Wild Heart. Oh my gosh, that was horrible writing, chicken scratching on there, but it's okay. Does the job. So, stick that there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention, not only is there fossils, agates, and jaspers in here, but look out for these in the box. I'm not positive, but I think these are coprolites. We found a whole bunch all over the property, and they actually seem to have like a little bit of plant matter or something in them, but I think these are fossil poops. And there's a handful of them in here. Yeah, some of them already probably got dumped in, but there's a bunch. Given how big they are, we think they were, I don't know, definitely not something small like a rabbit. Some of them were kind of big, so I was like, deer, small mammal? I don't know. I don't know what lived in that part of Utah that far back. Oh, no, I almost rolled down the driveway. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put one of these in each of the boxes. Oh, hold on. That got two. Boop, boop, boop. Everyone got a poop. Boop, boop, boop. Everyone gets a poop. And we've got some more that fingerprint banded stuff. That one's a weird concretion. It's like a little piece of candy. Flemish giant rabbit. Yes, thank you, Jackie. Yes, tumbling rough. I'm trying to read through the comments. Lick it. Okay, so I'm going to take out a couple of these big quartz pieces real quick because they were just happen to be in there. I'll throw some in the boxes maybe, but the quartz don't count as tumbling rough. Oh, what is this? Look at this wild little piece. Weird, agatized, almost looks like a coral. Huh, that's a weird one. Okay. Okay, so that's a little too full. That won't close. Okay, none of those will close actually. I'm gonna have to pull a few rocks out of each or shake them down. This is why we got extra boxes. I might take a little bit off the top and go put those in a fifth box. We might have 5 boxes. Here's actually a chunk of galena lead ore. I'm not gonna put that in there because it's toxic. That wasn't supposed to be in there. Galena lead is a little bit gross and toxic. This is a nice crinoid. I think that's a crinoid calyx or whatever it's called, the little top, right? Oh, maybe not. This one's definitely got fossils in it. Okay, give me one sec. I gotta step into the house, grab another box. and catch up with chat. So we got a little too much for 4 boxes, so we're gonna put it. Oh, I just realized the camera wasn't showing that. Okay, so I was trying to show you guys, but not actually in frame. All of these are a little too full. The boxes won't close. I filled them all a little over the top, or they'll fold down, I think. I'm gonna take a little bit off the top of each and put it in a last box. And while I do that, we'll flip it around and actually talk to y'all here. How's everyone doing? Ooh, my mic's like swinging around, smacking me in the face here. But how is everyone today? I hope you all are doing well. I appreciate everyone's kind words and support recently while I've been on my trip and visiting my family, and it's been a lot going on, but a lot of you have seen, we had a very positive interaction here where I've gone into business with Gene, who I showed in my previous video, and he's going to be supplying the channel with just amazing rocks, slabs, spheres, rough, everything. So I'm feeling really lucky, kind of like Kyle, I've got my own supplier now that's sending me stuff, and I'm just like, ah. Oh, what was that? Always come with holes in the box, or just a single box. So Jackie, actually, yeah, so what I do, I get the heavy duty packaging tape, and a lot of people have gotten a full tumbling box from me. Like, I just put a little piece of tape to seal it. But once I'm done, I actually go around the entire box with packaging tape. And not one person has had a problem yet with anything I've ever shipped. So I've yet to have a broken box. Fingers crossed. Let's not jinx that. No one's had any issues yet. Oh, Wild Heart. They're 20 total. It's just $20. That includes the shipping. Because I don't have all my stuff here and I don't have my computer and all that, and I'm just gonna go to the post office, they're gonna cost like $9.50 or something, I think, is shipping for a small flat rate right now. So it's kind of like $11 for the rocks, $11 for rocks, $10 for this, yeah. So I got distracted. Oh yeah, I was trying to read the rest of the chat. If it fits, it ships. Yes. No, yeah, nothing about the weight. There's actually, it says actually right here. Oops. Any weight. So one rate, any weight. Anything you can fit in the flat rate boxes, it could be solid lead, and they have to take it. I'm sorry, the garage is opening and it gets a little loud when the parking garage opens. I think I missed something else in the chat here, so don't mind me while I scroll up really quick. Hi, unheard voice, I didn't hear you. That's a good one, man. Oh, that's a good one. I love that. Tape is expensive, but the flat rate bags are pretty strong. I've used those two on the inside. Oh, yeah. I could have, Jackie, but I'd have to go back to the post office. I'm already here. I've done this. Okay, I'll get 2 for you, Wild Heart. Awesome, no problem. We'll do, let's see, I gotta condense this so it's, is that galena too? Okay, Wild Heart. Do you want a piece of galena quartz, knowing that it is semi-harmful and toxic? I don't want any kids touching this. Sorry for the noise. I just dropped that box of rocks, and a few of them just spilled on the porch. So now I get to pick those up. Yay! Oh, that was so funny. I tipped it over. And it's all over my lap here. I'm just picking up all these rocks. Luckily, only 2 fell off the porch. I'll lick it to make sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Okay. So let me flip this back around and show you. I was trying to show you when I tipped over the box of rocks. So this here is got some weird quartz crystals, and it's got a little bit of galena. Hi, Loki. I missed ya. It's not like the other galena sample. This one's very, very minor amount. This other one that I'm actually keeping for my collection is, you can see it weighs more than that rock. This rock weighs more than this rock. And this is like solid galena lead. See if we can show the little cubic structure in the metal there. Yummy, galena. I love that lead. It's so delicious. It's got a very sweet flavor. Jokes, geology jokes. Lead is actually, I think, kind of sweet, right? Sweet on the tongue. Okay. Some silver in there, yes. So this actually came from the Maxfield Pyrite Mine in Utah, which was known to have silver content, lead content, some mercury in some spots, and what was the other one? Silver, lead. Oh yeah, the pyrite has gold in it. They actually were breaking down and smelting the pyrite for small amounts of gold, and it wasn't very viable. But there's actually a little bit of gold in the pyrite and galena out there. So I'm going to show y'all just how bad it is here. There's all her rocks, and 2 of them fell down there. One fell right there. One rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and stopped right over there. So I'm going to jump over the railing and go pick up that rock and that rock. Yeah, down there. Those are the only 2 I saw fall off. But, oh man. Pick all these up now. Yeah, oops. Oops, oops, oops. That's an almond. There was an almond in there. Or maybe that was just on the porch from a bird. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh, good thing the corporalite didn't roll away. You got the big one in your box. I'm glad that one didn't roll off the porch. It would have rolled all the way down to the bottom. Ooh, this one's a little butterscotch. Some little butterscotch pieces in there. All right. That's almost the rest of what spilled out of your box. There's another one hiding over here. Okay. So, going to reposition y'all again, like a 5th time, so I can see the screen, because I keep not seeing chat, so I like to see what y'all are saying and actually conversate with you. Chat away with everybody. So, how... Whoa, this one's really cool. Hold on. You just get distracted over and over and over. Look at this one in your box, Wildheart. Little quartz specimen. Some pyrite in there. That's weathered out ironed pyrite. Been in Dan Hurt's channel a few times. He's from Washington and he does the processing stuff. Not MLBM, right? MLBM? Is he in Washington? You know what, Wildheart? You're awesome. Let's see if this will fit. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to put this in your other box, actually. The really, really big agate that I said I was going to keep, the jasper agate, I'm going to give to you because you're awesome. So look at this one. Look at that. In fact, maybe I should get some water or the black light. Oh my gosh, look at those crystals. Look at that. There's a little vug in there. Look at those crystals. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. This one's got a lot going on in it. Vug of crystals, little chalcedony agate bands right there. Let's look slowly and see if we see any fossils. I can't tell if all of that might be fossil stuff. And this whole chunk might be a big weathered out fossil bit, actually. I don't know. .com. Oh, that's funny. So let me put this to the side. That'll go in your big box with your other stuff you got, which I'm gonna go ship all that out today. Try and get all these to close, and whatever doesn't fit in these, will go in the other one. Okay. 1 box of tumbles. Loki, you're getting one of these already, so I should have mentioned, I guess when I said I had 4, I didn't really count the fact that I was already planning on giving one to Loki, and I told him that. So there is currently 2 boxes left. That is it. Wildheart claimed 2, Loki gets 1, and that means there's 2 left of these awesome Jaspery agate tumbling stuff. And they say, hey, how's it going? We got AZ Rockhound Expeditions in chat. Are you both here? We got both of you or just one of you? Don't ever know who's watching. Yeah, Jason's fun to watch. Mount Baker, yeah. Oh, that one's really bulging. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Let me flip you around and show you this one. Brian's sleeping, nice. Oh, it's supposed to be on the road. Look at this little weird one. What is going on here? That funky shaped chalcedony. What? The blob attacks. When the blob attacks. That's weird. I like the weird ones. That's why I picked them up. And again, for anyone who might have missed, I didn't mention it today yet, actually. I kind of spaced it. Oh, there's some chunks of quartz in this one. I got all of this from my dad's property last year. We were on a little trip for Father's Day. We did a Father's Day rockhounding video, me and my dad, and that's what all this material is from. It's from his property. They're just loaded with agates, fossils, jaspers, lots of goodies. Boston instead. That's not good. Your Spencer Opal went to Boston. I definitely want some good opals like that. All right, so these are all done, ready to seal up. Oh, you know what? Nope, I forgot a little bag here. Okay, we're gonna throw this little cool fossil in one of them. I don't know what shit just went in. Oh, it didn't go in any. It missed a box. Okay. Which one looks the least? Oh, maybe that one. Okay. And I don't know what these are. Oh, a bag of something I had. Bubbly chunk of rhyolite. Looks like that would have been for a thunder egg, but there's almost nothing inside. A little remnant of a thunder egg. That'll go on. Just some little tiny quartz. Okay. Some here, a little bit of that here. Oh, pepper a little bit of that in here. It's like cooking. It's like science. Okay, so we got wild hearts, 2 boxes, enter big old chunky agate there. We got, let me choose one of these random boxes. Peek on top, see which one I want to give Loki. Is that one got purple in it? Oh my gosh. Ooh. One's got a nice dual colored agate covered in lichen. Yeah, we'll give this one to Loki. That'll be Loki's box. Okay. So let me just seal these 2 up. I'm going to jump over the railing and go grab all the rocks that rolled off and put those 2 in a box real quick. All right, you're going to watch me be stupid here and try and jump over the railing and go get my... Hey, Bayou Gold Guy, what's up? I didn't get to do any gold panning while I was in Utah, sadly. I was really bummed that I didn't, but oh well. There's one. Oh, there was 3 more down here. Okay. It's only like a 6-foot drop. Okay, it's not even that. It's like 5 feet. It's like 5 feet. I guess my head barely came up to there. I'm almost 6 feet tall, so I don't know. It was a distance. I don't think any more fossil poops rolled down the road. I don't see any more rocks down there. I only saw a couple fall. This one, go in there, in there. Oh, it's getting hot out here today. It's already 72. No way. It feels so hot. I tell you what, being in New York for so long now, at sea level, and then coming here, been constantly out of breath. I'm like having a much harder time breathing. I went hiking yesterday for 4 hours up the canyon, and I went to an old abandoned mine quarry. Oh, so cool. I didn't get a lot of footage. It'll be a very short video. It was more for me. But I'll put a short video out showing a few little things here and there. But it was like just me getting out in the mountains, getting rooted back in Utah. And yeah, I couldn't handle the elevation too well. Kept getting crazy lightheaded into my hike, but I was out there for like 4 hours with a local guy here that I go rockhounding with sometimes. Shouldn't say sometimes. It was the second time I've been rockhounding with him. Hey, Travis, what's up? I hope they'll take this one. It's got a... That agate's not fitting very well. We gotta try and turn that. There we go. You're gonna need a lot of tape. So, Travis, I'm just packing up some tumbling material boxes at the moment. How you doing? You going out on the river today? Gonna go get some of them beautiful Yellowstone agates. Oh my gosh, y'all are gonna love this. I met some very awesome people last night through my mother-in-law. And we went to dinner with them, and the woman I met, her daughter's name is Iris, like Iris agate. She named her Iris, but because she knew Iris meant rainbow, so she named her Iris to mean rainbow. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, you did not. That is so awesome. I'm going to send you an Iris agate now. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Her graduation's in like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna, as soon as I get home, try and get one of those Iris agates that I have cut and polished and done really nice, and send it to her. So give her daughter Iris an Iris agate. I was like, that's just so cool. I didn't get to meet her daughter, but almost got to meet someone named Iris. But okay, Loki's box here. Now the ultimate question. Who wants some of the super pretty tumbles? Let me turn this around. Oh, we're still zoomed in. Here we've got a box of super pretty tumblers. There's this one really nice moss agate in there with a jasper core. It's so wild. Jasper core moss agate. So pretty. So I will, guess maybe wrap these up in paper towel and put these ones in a small flat rate. But wasn't sure if anyone wants to make an offer on it. I don't know. What would you pay for those tumbles? If you wanted all the polished ones, although I know Wildheart, she really wanted I think you wanted the mossy one really bad, right? Oh wow, look at this. There's little cubes of pyrite in there. How cute. I don't know where that came out of. Oh, that's a really smooth cube too. My mom did not tumble them, no. She got them from someone else who tumbled them. It was a rock sale, like a rock yard sale they were doing here in Utah. And she went and picked up a bunch of rocks and stuff. And it's got that cute little pyrite in there. No, she didn't tumble them herself. Oh, there's a whole bunch in there. What? How did I miss those? What? Okay, look at this. A bunch of little pyrite cubes in there. That's so cool. Yeah, my mom doesn't tumble rocks. Maybe I should send her a tumbler and she can start tumbling. It's a bit of work to always check the tumbler and remember to check it and switch it and do all that. Speaking of, if anyone's interested in some old tumblers without the barrels, they're very nice tumblers. I can show y'all, but my club is having another members-only auction, and they've got 4 old tumblers. Some of them are double barrel tumblers. Some of them are big barrel tumblers. Or I guess one is a big barrel, one's a double barrel. The other 2 are just normal. But they're I don't remember if they're like Highland Park. No, there's some big lapidary company, and it's escaping me at the moment. It's a big famous lapidary and tumbling company that has been making them since like the 50s or 60s. And so the club just has some extras and they're selling them off for $10 each. And these are working, nice tumblers, the old school ones that last for decades, and they're just selling them for $10 each. So I don't know. If anyone is interested in a tumbler without a barrel, and then you just want to buy your own barrel, let me know. You can chat in the Discord, wherever. If you got my number, Facebook or something, we can chat. I missed that. Okay, wild heart. So you want the tumbles. You do want the tumbles and your 2 boxes, and then all the other stuff you got already. Cool. I will put all that together and we'll go ship it out in about an hour here. I'm not going to be on too long because I do have to get out to ship these boxes today. I've got yours. I've got some stuff to send to Tyler. Got some stuff to send to Loki, and then I've got some stuff to send to Jeff. And so, got to mail all those out before I go meet up with my mom, and then we head down to see my Aunt Kathy, which we're going to do very shortly, in just like 3 hours here. So, at some point here, I'm going to have to go mail all this stuff out. But let's flip this around and just maybe admire these tumbles for a minute. You're going to get them and get a look at them, but I'll show them off for a minute, and this way I can also watch the chat and start to see what y'all said and what I missed. Okay, I didn't really miss much. Sweet. Yeah, Travis, oh my gosh, you should see the videos I put out on Discord. The Discord video I posted yesterday shows how rushing the white water was. And that's kind of mossy too, isn't it? That's a mossy banded agate. That's beautiful. Hold on, 1 sec. I'm gonna have to grab my flashlight because I think that doesn't just need sunlight. I need a lake. Where's my flashlight? I just had it. Okay, here we go. So let me get a backlight on this one. That's stunning. Hey Tyler, what's up, man? Ooh yeah. Nice. Love that. Okay. There's, of course, I'm just going to keep showing this mossy one because it's like my favorite in here. That mossy one with the jasper core. Jasper core moss. Oh, it's maybe kind of translucent. That's got some pretty color. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. Red and blue. Little moss. Yes. This one's brecciated. Look at that. It's like a conglomerate. Oh no, maybe that's not brecciated. Maybe it's just like opal growth. Oh, sometimes you get splotches of opal like that. Yeah, Jackie, I've been seeing the same a lot too. Hey, hey, A3 Sky Warrior. It's been the same out in like California. The runoff's pretty crazy. Ooh, nice plume agate there. What's up, Slim? Welcome in, welcome in. We're looking at some tumbles here that I'm sending out to Wild Heart. We've got 2 boxes of untumbled Utah material left for sale today. So what we were doing was I took a bunch of small flat rate boxes. I had a lot of tumbling material, and it's full of agates, jaspers, fossils. There's even a corporate light. Oh, what? Look at this, Wild Heart. This was unintentional. This was also in your box. Look at that one. It's a tube agate. What? I didn't know that was in there. Man, I forgot about all the stuff I picked up last year that was in here. Look at that. It's like a tubular agate. Botryoidal top. Tubey bits. I bet that's cool in the black light. So yeah, we're taking just boxes and filling them with all this rough. And right now we've got, I think, 1 left? 2 left. There's 2 boxes of rough. If I missed anyone claim one, please let me know. So far I've got 2 for Wild Heart and 1 I'm sending to Loki. Although he didn't claim it, I'm sending it to him. Because he already paid me for goods. And I told him I was sending him some tumbles too. Because I want to see him tumble more stuff. We need to get him more supplies so he can keep doing more videos and tumble some new unique things for his channel. So, yeah, it's not that one. I wrote Loki's name on this one. This one's Loki's. So that's going to go over here. Those 3 boxes are claimed. These 2 boxes are still available. Yeah, Jackie, no, as soon as I actually was kind of thinking about that in the back of my mind. And in fact, I have large and medium flat rates in there, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm still going to leave them in this just so they stay nice and packed. And I'm going to seal these boxes up and just put these boxes inside of a medium flat rate for her. Because I've got a stack of flat rate boxes inside. And yeah, we'll just take these 2 for Wild Heart as well as these other tumbles she got and just stick them all in 1 flat rate box. Yep. No, good looking out, Jackie. Thank you. That was definitely good advice. And was floating around in the back of my mind, and is yeah. As soon as you said it, it's like, yeah, duh. Yeah, for sure. Why would I not? But for some reason I was doubting like whether or not I was going to. All right, let's bring it back right here. Yeah. I do too, Jackie. I think a lot of us do. I've got a stack of large flat rates in my house just full of rocks. Oh, I know, right, Tyler? That's why, like, and it's hard for me. I missed some people coming into chat, and I now see it says 16. So if there's anyone here I missed, hello. Thank you all for hanging out. And enjoy looking at these tumbles for a little bit longer. Look at that one. It's got a botryoidal, little velvety vug in there. Speaking of little vugs, maybe I ought to glance at these for just a sec while I go grab a piece sitting on the other side of this door to show you. Oh, what's that? Looks kind of amethysty. Yeah, admire those rocks for a sec while I grab this one to show you, because I noticed while looking at them yesterday, it had a feature I hadn't noticed before, which is kind of exciting. This is the petrified redwood from Yellow Cat mine in Utah, that area. A lot of you may have heard of Yellow Cat, petrified redwood in Utah. Pretty famous. It's a big, thick slab of it. It's about a pound, just over a pound. But it's got druzy bots in little vugs. couple little vugs of druzy bots in there, and I thought that was so cool. Yeah, that's that yellow cat petrified wood. This one, because it's so cracked and stuff, I think we're going to sell it a little less than what was originally wanted because it is by the pound. And this is the redwood petrified wood stuff. Yellow cat. And the average, those guys, yellow cat from we've seen, it's about $100 a pound. It's crazy. This one's pretty fractured up, but it's, I mean, could just also be a nice display piece, but it's got those sweet druzy bots in there. You guys know me, I often have a hard time charging full price for a lot of things. And we're going to be getting a ton more of that in the near future here. We've got a few slabs, slices. We're going to go make some cabs out of it. Nice, warrior. You can get gold, like, in the city or something where you're at. That's really cool. Oh, wait, what? Agate slash, it looks like crack goes clean through, but it didn't break. Will break if I work it. Yeah, so that's really hard to tell, Boot. It's like, I've actually done that many times where I still work a piece that has a crack. Sometimes it holds together, sometimes it's not. It's kind of a crapshoot. You don't really know until you try. I've had some that seem like it's for sure going to fall apart, and it doesn't. And even when the cabochon's done, it's got a big crack through it, but still held together. What happens? You just have to decide if you want to spend the time to risk it. Well, that's cool. What is that? Is that mahogany? Can't tell if this is mahogany obsidian. Needs a better polish maybe, but oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, Loki for sure. Go film that. Aventurine? Maybe just quartzite. Quartzite. Huh? I don't know. It looks kind of green to me, like aventurine. Drop test, tried and true. Yes, exactly. Actually, yeah. I've tapped on them with my hammer, or just put it right to the wheel. Put it to your, grinding wheel and just see whether or not it falls apart. The problem is you can have a very solid rock without cracks, and you drop it and it breaks. So you got to be really brave to do that. Don't drop it from high. Drop it on wood or something. I don't know. Yeah, opal you can just snap. Yeah. I've done that a few times. Actually, I just cut myself last week on an opal. I snapped it with my hands, and it cut me. Ooh, that's a carnelian. Oh, yeah. Is that carnelian? Ooh, tasty candy. There's a jasper. Very red. Oh, look at that one. That is full of stuff. That's funky. That's got a lot going on in there. All right, Tyler. Those dang birds. Evil birds. Birds aren't real. Birds are drones. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, it's a lot of cool rocks in this one. Do y'all want to see, before we go, or before we end up ending this, we got a little while. I'm going to pack that one up still and get these together in a box for her. But do y'all want to see what I did find yesterday out on my little hike? For those who missed, I took like a 4-hour hike yesterday. We went up, checked out a couple little waterfalls. The main purpose was to go up to a place called Temple Quarry Ruins, and it's an old mining ruins where they actually found scheelite. Oh my gosh, scheelite and zircon and so many other things. Unfortunately, I did not find any scheelite. I will be back in the fall. The water was way too high. It was white water. It was insane. I could not cross the river. And so we're going to come back in the fall on our trip to California. We're going to stop in Utah for a few weeks, spend time with family. And I'm going to get back up there while the river's low enough to cross because there's no bridges for miles. And I'm going to get up there, cross while it's low, go over to the actual tailings piles that are on the other side of the river. Only can access them about half the year. And I'm going to search those tailings and maybe even go up in, I don't really want to say the evening. I might go up really early morning, maybe in the evening. I don't like being up there in the dark because there are mountain lions. But I'm going to take my black light to look for the scheelite because scheelite's UV reactive and just walk around the tailing piles maybe with the black light. That would be so cool. I don't own any scheelite, and I would love to find my own. But there's some nice big crystal specimens of scheelite that have come out of there. Yeah, they program all the birds to destroy your tomatoes. I know, I used to work for the CIA. I programmed them. I'm joking. If anyone's watching in the future, please know that I'm like so joking and I'm not into the bird conspiracy. I read it on Reddit every once in a while. Someone will be like, "Oh, trust me, I work for the CIA. I know that birds aren't real." It's true. I read it on the TV. I know it's true. I read it on the TV. Look at that little face there. Boop, boop. Nice crystal in there. Little bits of galena and pyrite in this one. Whether out pyrite and galena. Or are you? Oh, double psyop. For all you know, I'm actually, I actually am CIA, and I'm just messing with your heads right now. I'm just twisting up your brains. Okay, let me grab these rocks that are right here to show you that I found yesterday. Because I'm just going to keep getting sillier and sillier. Oh, nice. I love bees. One of my best friends keeps bees, and she sends us just some of the best honey. However, 2 years ago, her bees got into the neighbor's garden, and they started. Um, they decided to take the pollen from the mint. So it was a minty honey. It was so strange. Never had anything like it. She's got a huge garden with lavender and all these things. Oh my gosh. One of her beehives like just decided to just stick with the lavender, it seemed, and it was like a natural lavender honey, and it was one of the best I've ever had. But yeah, she had a bunch of bees that only went to the mint plants, and it was minty honey. It was so strange. Wipe off the lens. Let's see, big old smudge on it. There we go, that got better. I think I was messing with the lighting. Anyway, let's show you here what I got yesterday. Doesn't look like much at first. Some of them need to get wet, which I guess I'm gonna have to go grab some water. So we'll start with the ones that maybe don't need to be wet. This one. Now, I was looking at it and saw these little things. I was like, oh, cool, are they oolites? But then as I looked closer, a couple of them had what looked like to be some little crystal gemmy stuff in there. I was like, there is spinel up in those mountains, just a little bit. There's also zircon, and there's some other things, but there was a big ball right here. There's a big sphere, and I was trying to break off the rock all around it, and I hit right on it with my hammer. And it was big. It was like this big of a ball right there. Smashed it with my hammer, and it was definitely something crystalline, but was not a spinel. I don't think. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you see the crystal structure there? I don't know what it was I broke. I have no idea what this crystal could have been. I'm trying to get a good focus on the crystal structure. I don't know. So it's some big round crystal gemstone-y type thing there, and it just got obliterated by my hammer on accident. Oop. Now the rock's just falling apart. And then we picked up just a few random things. This one, it just didn't conform to everything else up there. It almost looked like petrified wood. But there's not been any petrified wood found up there. And then I realized I think it's feldspar crystals. It's got a weird shine when it's wet. But almost everything up there is a solid granite, which I didn't bring any home to show. Like everything up there is a very boring granite. So I really found a few weird things that didn't conform. Let me get these wet really quick and show you, because these ones right here, they don't look like much. You can see they've got some color hidden under them. They're a little bit strange. So give me 2 seconds. Grab this water bottle I've got sitting here. And that water bottle's empty. Gotta grab a different one. So check them out wet. Kind of cool. This one was my favorite. Nothing super special, but just a few rocks I grabbed on my hike yesterday. Again, it wasn't about the rock hounding. It was, I mean, we went to rockhound, but I wanted to go check out that old quarry, see what kind of stuff we were able to find. And yeah, we just weren't able to get across the river. So come this September, towards the end of September, we'll go up there again, and I'll actually make a nice, good video. And I got like maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes of footage yesterday on the hike, and it wasn't much of anything exciting. You've just got a lot of granite out there, and sometimes it's full of a couple big chunks of feldspar crystals. We didn't find any like labradorescence, although my friend says he's found a little bit before up in those same canyons, I think. Or maybe it was southern Utah, I don't know. He said he found some feldspar with a light labradorescence once here, but we haven't found any up in those canyons. It's just very white and plain, kind of dull. Hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, what's up? How you doing, man? We've just been hanging out, showing off a few little rocks. Oh, actually, since I got the water, let's get this big one wet. I can show now. Okay, here's the big one that Wild Heart got. And look at the agate banding in that. I'm not convinced that this isn't some sort of fossil bit. It's mostly weathered out. It looks kind of strange. Non-conformity in the rock. And that nice little crystal vug. Nice little quartz pocket in there with some beautiful little crystals. Really cool banding all over this. Ah, yes, Memorial Day weekend. I forget sometimes. You know what? I'm curious. Let's take this in the blacklight inside and see if we get any cool blacklight effect. Whoopsies, don't mind me. I'm gonna walk into the dark room. Got a dark closet back here. Gonna use this. Uh-oh. I hope my phone's not overheating. My screen looks really, really messed up. There's a big white line across my screen. I hope you guys aren't seeing that. The whole top half up here, this whole top half of my screen right here is white. Like lighter and brighter. I don't know what's going on. That's really weird. A little bit of glow in the chalcedony there, not much. Well, on that note, let's look at, you can't see it? Okay, good. Then it's just an error on my side. That's really weird looking. So I'm not gonna forget that. We're gonna just put that in her pile there. That's all her rocks. She got this pet wood. She got this zebra jasper. Look at this one. This is the pet wood Wild Heart also got. And the black light, it's got quite the glow. It's black, but then it turns orange where it's black. That's so wild. Love that. And then we've got the Dugway geodes. Oh my gosh. I love the Dugways. Super green in the black light. And a little radioactive. Bye, Lisa. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was good to see you. I haven't seen you a whole lot in all the other chats recently. I keep not catching you much, so it was really good to see you, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming. Makes me very happy to see you show up in my chat again. It's getting sad not seeing Lisa on my few last premieres and lives. Yeah, so I'm gonna hang out and chat for a few minutes. I'm gonna just pay attention to chat now. Try not to miss anything. I've got some opals that are green under the UV too. Actually, a lot. I've got quite a few opals that glow green. I think it's normal for Kuberpedi opal, I've heard. So what I thought I had was Lightning Ridge opal, I was told. But then I was told Lightning Ridge doesn't glow under the UV the same as Kuberpedi does. And a majority of most all of my opal glows very bright white or even green. And it's like, it's really weird. Oh, yours is a clear opal. Nice. Okay. Clear opal, no color. Yeah, I've got some as well that do that. I've got some that are shell fossils, because I think that's also common at Kuberpedi, is you get a bunch of shell fossils in there, and then it's like a mix of calcite and opal, and you can get layers of calcite and opal, and it's kind of cool. See a few people jumped off, people saying bye to Lisa. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Chores, yeah, no, that was Lisa's comment. You see red and blue spots. Okay, that was, I only missed one or two comments. Okay, really bad about that. When I was walking through the house and trying to show the stuff with the black light, I have a hard time trying to follow the comments when I'm focusing the camera. Like concentrating on getting that good focus and making sure my image is well, so I'm not really reading as much and let things like go by on the screen. It was a geode. Yeah, that was a Dugway geode. Let me show you. We've got a few of those. We've got a bunch of unbroken ones too I'll be selling. So we've got a handful of Dugways here, and the coolest of them was claimed by Jeff. I'm gonna pull it over here. So here we've got a handful of Dugway geodes. This one's full of some crystal points. Oh, hey, Jeff. This is the one Jeff claimed. It looks like a rose, kind of. We call them chalcedony rose, chalcedony flower. That's purple in there. That's a nice Dugway with purple. And as you were asking, that was the geode you saw with the crazy green in it. It was all of these. That one's the least, but this one, whoo, look at that. Got some more over here. This one's also crazy green. And we got like little stalagmite, stalactite type looking growths in there. Super green. Another one here. Super green. And they do register on the Geiger counter as well. I have my Geiger counter with me, and I forgot to put it in the video that came out yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I'm losing track of days. I think it was the day before. Yeah, it was the night before. So Tyler did his premiere, and then I did mine. And I forgot to add the clip with the Geiger counter in that video, and I felt so dumb. But I posted it on the Discord later. We tested the Dugway geodes, and they were a little bit spicy. Maybe I'll put up a short video of it. It's not vertical, it's horizontal, so I'll just have to like be a little smaller on the screen if I post it as a short. I can't remember. I was going to go put it on my Instagram. I just don't know if I actually did. Breakfast with mosquitoes. Oof. Nope, I'm trying to scroll. Nope, I'm not trying to put user in timeout. Stop it. Ah. Yes, I have a Geiger counter. Yep, that's what I was saying. So, oh wait, it's actually right here. Hold on. I was walking away and it's in my backpack. Ta-da. Yeah, so they were, I think we hit in the 70s. It was upper 70s or hitting about 80. So the levels aren't that severe. You know, 50, up to 50 is normal range. 50-ish to 100-ish is medium. Like you need to check it, but you're not in harm. You don't need to like worry. So hold on. Ventilated room? No. No. Geiger, I mean the radioactivity of geodes like this is so low that from here, like they're on the table there, from here it's not going to pick it up. From here it's not going to pick it up. It has to be touching the rock to pick it up. Like, I don't know why I have it on this side. Let's do it this way. So if it's not even touching the rock, it's not even going to pick it up. And see, if it was super radioactive, it would be spiking like crazy. It's only slowly going up. So give me a sec here. We'll grab a few of them. We'll put a few together. Put the whole pile of Dugways together. Okay, well, I guess that one's a little more radioactive, maybe. That one clicked a few more times as soon as I pulled it up. Oh, that one's clicking. Okay. Okay. Jeff's purple one. Jeff's rose is the one that's clicking. Okay. I see. See how that's going? See, but it's still not even in a dangerous level. Background radiation here is 10 CPM. So just a little over double, 2.5 times background at the moment, but still in the safe level. So really until it's over 100, you don't even need to be worried unless you're holding it in your pocket every day, all day. It's over 1,000 that you need to start worrying with how long you're exposed to it. I mean, you can be exposed to stuff in the thousands for a short time, it's fine. Over 2,000, no bueno. But like when I went and tested that uraninite at the museum, and it was like 1,100 or something, and climbing, it was in the thousands. It was over 1,000. It was fine. Like I wasn't in any immediate danger. And you have to be right up close to it. Once you get even a few feet away, you're receiving almost nothing. So yeah, as we say, this is not going up anything high. When I had it on his entire bin of geodes at his house, it hit 70 something, 75, 70 something. That's the highest reading I've gotten on these. So, whoopsies, knocking stuff over. Let me turn this off. Let me reorganize these geodes because they're organized for people. This one's Tyler's. This one's Tyler's. This one's Tyler's. This one's mine. This one's Jeff's. And this one's for sale. Boop. The crystally one that just poured dirt out on the table. But we're not going to do live sale stuff right now. We're going to have to wait. Sorry, don't mind the mess in here. I'm like doing laundry and washing the bed sheets and stuff before I leave my mother-in-law's. I'm staying in their guest bedroom, and I've got the room and bed all torn apart so I can wash all the laundry. We're not going to do a live sale right now because I got to go pack these up, get them out to the post office, and then I'm just going to ship myself all the rest of those rocks that I have home from the bucket. I didn't have time to do another sale like I had wanted yesterday. I've only got about a couple hours left here till I need to be out to my mom's, and we've got to head down to my aunt's. So all that stuff's going to just get shipped to my house in a large flat rate or two, and then we'll unpack them when I'm home next week and set up a live sale for those. Yeah. I did see that Wild Heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Boil with soup. Let's see what I missed. Okay, I didn't miss anything, but that boil with soup comment somehow. Yeah, soon. I mentioned the other night on the live, it is now official. Whitney just got her job. She signed the contract. It is official. We're moving to the Bay. We're moving to Silicon Valley. We're looking at getting a place somewhere out there. We're gonna rent for like the first year. Make sure we really like the area we're looking at. Get a apartment really close to where we want to get a house. Make sure we like living right there, and then yeah, buy a house after living out there for a year. Later, Slim. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. We're just gonna kind of chat, chill, and ramble now for a few minutes until we end up cutting this, and just figured I'd hang out with y'all for a short little bit. Didn't miss the sale. Yeah, Jeff. No, I would have put a lot more things out. I was going to put a post and like tag everyone on Discord when I did the sale, but it just never happened. We ended up going to dinner for hours last night. Um, I thought I would do a sale after dinner because we were like, oh, let's go to dinner at 5:30. Yeah, and then I'll have plenty of time. Come, it's gonna be 5:30. Have dinner for 1 to 2 hours. Go home 7:30. Do a live sale, right? No, false. We went to dinner at 5:30 and didn't get home till almost 10. We sat there for like 4 hours, having some drinks, hanging out, chatting, and just having a good time. So ended up not going live. But once I do my lives from now on, because it's my Discord, I mean, people can turn off the everyone notifications if they want. But I think going forward, I'm going to start tagging and do it at everyone on the Discord when I go live for a sale. And yeah, if people don't like that, they can turn it off in the settings for Discord, but it's going to be the best way for me to make sure no one misses it, because there's so many times I've been doing live sales recently where some of you come in halfway through or totally miss it, like, what? I didn't get a notification. And so I don't want to, I want to make it fair. And when people like miss their chance to claim something they really wanted, it makes me feel bad too. Stay away from the. I lived in the Bay for 6 areas, Loki. But that's where my wife got a job, so that's where we're going. There's there's no backing out now. It's what she got. She's applied many places, had some interviews at different places, and what we settled on was, or sorry, what she settled on. I shouldn't say we. I mean, she asked my opinions and stuff, but it's ultimately her decision. It's her job, her career. But yeah, ultimately decided the Bay is going to be best. I prefer the Bay because our second choice was going to be LA. Um, Not far from Men. Well, we're looking in Menlo right now, Loki. I don't know. I like Menlo Park. I love it. We used to live in Redwood City for a while, and then we lived in Sunnyvale for a while. And between those areas, I like Menlo Park. Um, I really enjoyed Silicon Valley. When I worked at Phil's Coffee, I was working at Phil's for 6 years out there, and I absolutely love that area. I've got quite a few friends out there still that I would love to reconnect with, and I've been chatting with them on and off on Facebook and stuff and messages, and starting to tell some of them I'm heading back out there. And yeah, it's gonna be good because in New York I had almost no one. My best friend lives in New York, but he's like quite a ways away from me, and we've spent hardly any time together. We've gone out to dinner a few times. We went out to dinner last week before I came here, and it's just a little bit of a hassle when you live so far from anyone you know. So it's been to a point lonely. I've got all you guys in the community, which is awesome. You keep me so much company, and partly why I enjoy doing this so much, because in New York we just never really made new friends. We're like, we're gonna be here a short time. I don't want to try and make new friends, and I don't know. East Coast people are a little different. There's that New York attitude. I tell you what, and the only people we ended up liking and meeting that we became friends with in New York were not from New York. Give me trees, give me rocks, give me sand, but never the concrete land. Yep. Hey, Slim, don't get me wrong. I prefer suburban to country living. I mean, I grew up loving my camping and country style living with my dad and whatnot to a point. I mean, we lived in suburban Utah out in West Side, West Valley and Kearns, but um, I never liked big city. And when we first moved to California, I hated it. I hated living in the Bay so much at first. But within a year or two, I really fell in love with it. And it was something else. And by the time we left, after being there for 6 years and we left the Bay Area, I was actually really sad that we left. And we went to Boise. Now, I loved Boise. It was a smaller town, not big city, compared to living in the Bay. And I loved that so much. But it's a nice compromise to for me and my lady, because she loves the city. She is a city girl through and through. I appreciate that Bayou Gold guy. The likes help a lot. Yeah, she's a city girl through and through. She loves her city. She loves her nightlife, clubbing, bars type thing, and I don't hate that stuff. It's not my favorite. It's not my first choice of what to go do, but I'll definitely do it with her. We'll go out and enjoy some clubs and some city life and stuff. And so it's a good compromise because California's got a lot of outdoors not far from there. I mean, you're living in the Bay and you just drive, an hour or two east and you're in some amazing places, or go up north to the East Bay. And there's actually some really nice places I like to go up in, what is it, Martinez up in the East Bay? Or no, it's not. Martinez is the town. Anyway, there's some nice trails and hikes I've done up on the East Bay where you can like overlook the Golden Gate Bridge too, up above. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, can't remember the name of the town. Oakland, right? Yeah, you go above Oakland and got those big trails overlooking the city. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Loki, 100%. We will meet up. I fully intend to come out and meet you. I will make the drive. I'll come out to wherever you go on the coast, man. I would love to come rock hounding with you. I want to come check out all those death plates and stuff. We'll be in an apartment, so I won't have a lot of room. I'm not going to take home tons of death plates, but I just want to go out with you and rock hound. That would be so cool. Moved a million times with the military. Have many friends in upstate New York. Nice, warrior. Yeah, and that's the one thing I'll miss, is upstate New York and Herkimer's. So a lot of you know I'm trying to get out there the next few weeks, for my first Herkimer trip of the year. The last one was canceled for a few reasons. I didn't get money for my tires soon enough. I did get new tires on my car now. Before I left from New York to Utah, we got the new tires on my car. So as soon as I'm back, I am good to go to, my New Jersey trip and my upstate New York trip to get the Herkimer Diamonds. The only thing is going to be the funds for gas and to pay the mining fees because it's $100 a day to dig for the Herkimers. Yeah, I can store at Wild Heart's house. My mom said the same thing. She's like, just send all the stuff to my mom's house, and whatever I need to ship out, she can just send me boxes as I need it. I was like, that's really kind of you, but what I'm actually literally thinking of doing for reals, when we move, if our apartment is too small and I don't have enough storage space for my rocks and polishing and all that, if this is a big if, we're gonna try and get a place big enough. But if we don't, I hate that garage. It's so loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but it is so loud for me. um, but what I'm planning on doing is once we go find an apartment and all that, if it's not big enough, I'm going to find a cheap storage unit. And yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It is loud because it's what it is parking garage down there. And then these cement walls, the sound just bounces back and forth in here and it just kind of echoes and gets really loud out on the porch. I'm sorry about that. Even with my microphone, which is supposed to cut some of that stuff out. Anyway, I'm keep dancing around this. So when I get there and we pick out an apartment, if it's not big enough, I've been kind of debating. There's these storage units you're allowed to work out of, and you can't live out of them, but you can work out of them. So, like a self storage unit that I would just get like their smallest size one, that's basically a walk in closet size storage unit, but enough to store all of my rocks and my flat lap. And then I could go and work in the storage unit with my flat lap and literally just work out of it, because they have electrical powered storage units. And I've seen some of those and been looking at it. And so it'd kind of be like the next step in my business where I actually try and take this up a notch because we're now going to have our official supplier here in Utah. Gene is going to be sending us just amazing slabs and rough and spheres. And I really look forward to working with him. So I think I need to take this up a step and get ready to like really go big. And my website's not going to be enough, which I've changed my website 3 times in the last month. I want you to know I've worked on it actually quite a bit. And after I decided like we're about to move and all these things keep going on, and I was doing school, I just kept pushing it back and pushing it back because I needed the PO box so that I can ship stuff out to people without giving them my address. That was really important, and I needed that for my website. And Lisa was a sweetheart, and she paid for my PO box, and it's been the biggest help for me shipping stuff out to people. But a real big thing was I was supposed to use it for my website because you have to put an address for the website and stuff. And I feel really bad that I haven't actually put it up. But the problem is with the free version of the Google Sites that I'm using, I'll only be able to sell 10 items at a time. My shop can only have 10 items listed. And so I'd kind of been debating back and forth on whether or not I want to put rocks, like some cabochons that I make, or wait till I start making jewelry and do silversmithing and put those pieces on there, or if I want to do my artwork on there. I've kind of been back and forth. I've changed my sales section in my website, like I said, 3 times in the last few months or whatever. Um, at first, it was a bunch of rough rocks. I took those rough rocks off, and then I put cabochons on and some Larimar and stuff. But then I took those off and sold them on one of my live sales. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll put all my artwork up here. And I don't know. I've been very indecisive on what I want to do with my website. And then there's the like maintaining and checking it and making sure that I'm consistently not missing cells or anything. And I don't know. Yeah. So it's just been kind of awkward trying to want to start up a website. And I think a problem with me is I don't like online as much. I don't like social media so much. And so the thought of running a website to try and sell stuff is not as personal to me as doing my live sales where I talk to people and do this and hang out with you. And this is what I love doing. And I actually really enjoy this. That's where I feel like if I'm doing the website stuff, it's going to become work really quick and not fun. So I don't know. I'm rambling. Nice boot. Let's see, I missed anything else. Nope. Okay. Chat wasn't moving, so I'll make sure it wasn't frozen or something. I used to be indecisive. No, I'm not too sure. But yeah, doing the videos is fun. Hanging out, it gives me something to do that's not school. Ooh, see that big old wasp? He's nesting in there. Ooh, gross. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, there's a few in there. Oh, I can see him moving in the shadows. Oh, there's another one in there. Yep. We've got a hive in there. Got a little hive in there? You guys hanging out? Okay. No one wants to see that. I'm sorry. That's the ADD right there. That's that ADHD in full action, in full swing. All right. Well, anyone have any questions? Want to say anything? Want to talk about anything before I end up calling it? I think I'm going to pack these up, write the names on them, go put those ones in a bigger box for Little Heart, and then Little Heart. Oh my gosh, Wild Heart, Little Moon. Sorry, she went by Little Moon for a while, and on TikTok and stuff, it was Little Moon, but then here it's Wild Heart, so I said Little Heart. Wild Moon, Little Heart. Wild Moon, aka Little Heart. Yes, wasps. I don't know what it is though. They fear me. I don't fear wasps. They fear me. I've not been stung except once by a wasp, and it was because I fell on it in the grass. We were playing football, and I was in like junior high, and I slipped and fell in the grass, and the stinger went right up in my palm. Only time I've been stung by a wasp in my life. Um, and we used to have a lot of issues with them where we were living out in West Valley, and we'd have to kill them all summer long, just constantly taking down hives and spraying the hives and killing so many wasps. Yellow jackets are a huge pain in Utah. Um, and I mean, it's crazy. I've seen a swarm of yellow jackets eating a rat before. Like, that's terrifying. um, yeah, warrior. So my email is below. It's rooted.prospecting at Gmail because my channel used to be about prospecting when I first started, and then quickly switched to the rocks. But I didn't want to change my email because it was what was already out there, and yeah, people had it. But yeah, definitely email me or get on the Discord. I don't remember if you're on our Discord or not. Type exclamation Discord in the chat and you can join our Discord and chat with me anytime there. I'm always available through Discord. Email, I don't check as much. I try to at least once a day, but it's usually that once a day in the morning I check my emails. I know other people are the same way because I've been emailing someone for 2 weeks now. She forgot to pay for her last order, but I sent it out. And I'm like, oh no, I don't know if it's intentional or, I mean, I don't want to assume that someone intentionally didn't pay me. I never want to assume that. And so I just chalked it up to like, oops, they forgot. I've done the exact same thing. I've claimed things on other people's lives and totally forgot to ever pay. In fact, right now, that just reminded me, Arizona, Arizona Rockhound, AZ Rockhound Expeditions. I owe you money. Speaking of, like 3 weeks ago, I claimed something on your live and never paid you. So please pay. Send me a message so I don't forget if you're still here. Maybe right after this, I will immediately go jump over to PayPal and send you a payment because I don't think I ever did. I only claimed like what $6 of rocks or something, but I need to send you payment for the shipping too. Um, Wild Heart. I think I sent. You've got. Um, I sent everything you've paid for with the T-shirt. The T-shirt had a bunch of rocks inside of it, so that should be everything you've paid for. Unless you were joking and just saying that all my rocks in my closet are yours. I'm unsure if that was a joke or not. Um, but if you are missing something, Wild Heart, okay, it was a joke. Okay, I was gonna say if you're missing something, totally let me know because I'll get right on that and take care of it. But I was pretty sure I sent everything with your T-shirt. Oh, that's right. We were talking about the trade and stuff too. And yeah, I'll have to send y'all a bunch of this stuff. In fact, well, here's a question. Do you want one of these boxes of that I packed up today, full of the fossils and agates and jaspers and goodies for some tumbling material? Because seriously, I don't want to take these home with me, and if no one's gonna end up buying them before I leave, I don't know if I'm just gonna like leave them at my mom's house, and if someone buys them later, have her ship it out for me. I'm not really positive how I want to do that, but I don't want to pack these last two boxes home with me if I don't have to. So if you want one of those as a little part of our ongoing tradesies, sorry, we could do something like that. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if you guys tumbled. I was pretty sure you did tumble. Um, no worries. You click the Discord and it popped you out. Yeah, but hey, now you can join the Discord. Yeah, well, and Loki, you lucked out the other day. I saw that. I saw what happened in someone else's chat when you're like, I need to pay, and they were in the background like, oh, Loki needs to pay, and then Dave was like, no, he's fine. He's such a cool guy. Um, yeah, A3 Sky Warrior. Discord is just a chat. It's a chat group. We've got about 100 rockhounds in there. It's a handful of people from YouTube, Tyler, myself, a bunch of people you see in these chats are just in the Discord, and it's a fun group chat where we can all hang out and yeah, chat rocks when we're not live on YouTube and there's no premieres to talk in. It's another way to connect with the community and make our community bigger than just YouTube live chats. And so we started doing Discords. We've got my Discord, and then there's also the Rockhound podcast Discord, and then there's three other Rockhound Discords that I'm in that are dead. They're inactive. Some of them used to have like 50 to 100 members, and now they've got like 5 members, and I'm like one of the last ones in there, and those ones died out. But if you're into faceting, there's a really big faceting Discord that's actually much bigger than either of our rockhounding Discords. I think the faceting Discord has over 1,000, maybe even a couple thousand people now. And I'm in there. Patrick is in there. We've got a handful of people in the community. Patrick Donahue? Donahue? Is it Donahue? I don't know. He does the faceting and stuff. But yeah, he's pretty cool, and I love seeing when he posts stuff in there. For sure. All right, AZ, you have a good one. Yeah, I'm about to cut it here too. We're about to hit that 90-minute mark, and I don't usually like to go a lot longer than that. For a few reasons. My phone hates it. YouTube hates it. I feel like once you hit the 2 hour mark, especially like 90 minutes to 2 hours, YouTube gets really weird and glitchy on my side, and I've never figured out why. Me and Tyler talked about that a few times where we both experienced it. Yes, it is Donahue. Okay. I just wasn't sure if I was saying it right. I knew it was like, I could see how it was spelled in my name, but I'm like, is that how you say it? Donahue? Yeah. No, Discord's free. No money. There's Discord Premium that people pay for, but you do not need that. Oh, Jeff, mostly what you missed was me spilling a box of these rocks. I took one of these boxes full of tumbles and I accidentally tipped it over on my lap and spilled it all over the porch, and I had to jump off over the railing to go get a few that fell off. So you missed me just being a goofball as normal. It's not a Rufotris rooted rockhound stream if I don't drop a rock. I mean, really, like, go back and if y'all watch my live streams, I think it might just be a running accidental gag now where every single live stream I have dropped a rock. I don't know if there's a single one where I haven't dropped something. I got them butterfingers. It's my fault. I take a stick of butter before my live and I rub that butter all over my hands before I go live, and it just makes everything so slick. It's such a pain. Oh no, I'm watching the rescue helicopter head up the mountain. Uh-oh. Oh, I hope there wasn't an avalanche. There's been a lot of issues up there. There's a rescue team heading up the mountain right now. Um, and they kind of just dipped below that building. Well, we've been having a lot of avalanches and flash flooding and stuff up there, and so I was really careful on my hike yesterday. We actually heard a landslide. It terrified me. Oh my gosh. I didn't get it on film because I'm not going to sit and film when something like that's going on. My phone is in my pocket. I'm not about to pull out my phone when think I'm about to die. But oh my god, I was terrified. All of a sudden the ground was shaking. We could feel it, and I was like, and then it was just a couple big boulders. They had to be a few hundred pounds. We could hear them rolling down the other side of the river, boom, 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 coming down, and I could feel the shake. And I was like, oh god, please don't be a full landslide. And like starting to move uphill the other side of the valley, and it stopped. And it's like, oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Just you hear these big boulders rolling, and sometimes you hear them rolling down the river in the white water too, because that river was flowing so hard. You've got massive boulders just like tumbling down, and it shakes the ground under your feet, and it's mildly unnerving. A wee bit scary. They are all packed up and labeled, just didn't make it in time. Oh, okay. No worries, Jeff. Um, Not a problem at all. We're gonna have a pretty busy week. I'm gonna try and head out to New Jersey. If I make it during the week, they don't do tours. So they only do the tours on Saturday and Sunday in the mine. So if I do go to New Jersey during this week, it's going to be just for the tailings piles and collecting stuff. It's not going to be for a tour video. That'll be later when we go back with the club. I think in June or July, the club is going to that same mine in New Jersey, and we're going to do the tour. And I will be sure to get a very nice tour video then. But yeah, I think that's probably about it for today. I'm going to go take these, wrap these ones up, like I said, put them in a bigger box for Wild Heart, wrap all your other stuff up that I've got for you guys. Now there's a news helicopter up above me. Yeah. So I hope y'all have a good one. We're gonna go visit my aunt and stuff, and I will see y'all around. I might not be on anyone's channels today. If Kyle's doing his live and stuff, I probably won't make it because it's gonna be all about family today and spending time with my aunt on my last day here in Utah before I head back to New York. So next time someone does have a premiere live outside of tonight, I will see y'all around. Otherwise, catch you in the Discord. Yeah, have a great day. I hope y'all have a great, great, great day.